All right. Hey everyone. So today we are still in 3.5. Yesterday we talked about slope and what it looks like to be a parallel slope or a perpendicular slope in a variety of different scenarios. We talked about if we were given 2 points, what the parallel and perpendicular slope would look like. We talked about if we were given 2 lines, if the slopes are parallel and perpendicular or neither one of those things. Um, so today we're actually going to look at writing equations of lines that are parallel or perpendicular to each other through different points and things like that. So the first thing, today we're going to talk point slope form, which is probably the easiest form to use in order to make the equation of a line. Because if you have a point and a slope, you're good to go. You can pretty much just plug those things in and you're done. So point slope form is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And this is where m is the slope. So this is going to be your slope. And x1 and y1 are the coordinates of a point on that line. Now, some of you might remember this from algebra, which is great if you do. If not, this is a bit of a refresher course. So when we go and make the equation, this number, and this number, these are all going to be replaced with numbers. The only things that's going to remain as a variable is y and x. So here we go. Our first example, if we want to make a line that's parallel to another line, that means we have to use the same slope. So if I wanted to go through the point 3,5 and parallel to y equals 2x minus 12, first we're going, okay, this is our x1 and our y1. And then from this equation, all I need to use is the slope. That's it on this one. And remember, the slope is the number with the x when it's in this format right here. So when it says y equals 2x minus 12, 2 here is my slope. That's the m value. All right. So in this case, now we know m is 2, x1 and y1 are 3 and 5. Now I just have to put this into my equation. So if instead of going y minus y1, I'm going to go y minus and find my y1 value, which was 5. So y minus 5 equals, we know it's m times x minus x1. So my m value was 2. And then x minus x1, my x1 value was 3. So this is my solution. Y minus 5 equals 2 times x minus 3. That's it. That's a line parallel to this line that goes through this point. Okay, so let's try another one. This time we're going to go perpendicular. So when we go with a perpendicular line, we need to use the negative reciprocal of the slope from the original equation. So we know we're still going through this point here, negative 2, 7. So that's still going to be our x1, y1. But this time, we want perpendicular to y equals 3/4 x plus 5. So what I have to do is look at my slope here, 3/4. That's my original slope. So my new slope that I'm going to do, I'm going to flip the fraction and change the sign. So instead of 3/4, now my new slope for a perpendicular is going to be negative 4/3. That's going to be our new slope. Okay, so then all we have to do is the same as we did before up here. Y minus y1 is y minus 7 equals m, so negative 4/3 times x minus x1, and x1 was negative 2 here. Now on this one, we can go one step further, because what's minus a negative? It's like adding a positive, right? So instead, what we could do is go, we could simplify this just a little bit and get y minus 7 equals negative 4/3 times x plus 2 instead. So that's what I'll do. We'll finish that one out right there. see it. Yep, there we go. Okay, so that's the idea of what we're doing today. I'm going to give you guys a couple to try. So pause the video, try them out, and then keep the video going, and we'll see if you got it right. So for the first one, we're going to go, we want a line that is parallel to y equals -1/2 x plus 7. And we want it to go through 4, -2. Okay, so pause, give it a try, and then start again. Okay, hopefully you paused it and tried it out. Here's how we would do it, so you can check your answer. So as always, our coordinate is x1, y1. And since it's parallel, we want the same slope, and our current slope is -1/2. So that's the slope we're going to keep. So now we just have to plug in y minus y1, which was -2. And remember, when you do minus and negative, you can just go adding a positive. So it's y plus 2 equals our slope, m, times x minus x1, which was 4. So we get y plus 2 equals -1/2 times x minus 4. And that's our answer. All right. I'm going to give you one more to try, and then we'll see what the homework looks like. All right. So the next one, this time we're going to go perpendicular. To y equals x plus 9. This one's a little trickier. Through -1, 4. All right. So give this a try. Remember, if there's not a number written in front of the x, that number is a 1. Give it a go, and then pause the video, restart it, and then we'll see what we got. Okay, hopefully you paused the video. Here's how you can check your answer. So this time we want perpendicular. And if our original slope is 1, 1 as a fraction is like 1/1, right? So if I flip the fraction and change the sign, we get -1/1, which is just -1. So I know this one's kind of weird, and I think we talked about this one yesterday, but 1 and -1 are negative reciprocals of each other. So if my original slope is 1, my new slope is -1. And then we're going through x1, y1 here, -1, 4. So my equation, y minus 4, since it's y minus y1, equals -1 times x minus x1, but x1 is -1. So I'm going to actually go minus negative, which is like plus 1. So if you got y minus 4 equals -1, parentheses, x plus 1, you got it right. Okay, so that's all we're really doing today. So if you turn the page, you'll see your homework. 3.5 day 2 homework. For numbers 1 through 6, you're writing the equation of a line that is parallel to the given line and through the given point. So remember your point slope formula I want to write at the top. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So we'll write that there so you remember. And then for 7 through 12, we're going to write the equation of a line perpendicular to the given line and through the given point. And then lastly, 14 and 15 are a review from yesterday. Find the slope of line AB, find the slope of line CD, and then decide if they are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. All right, so that's what you've got for today. Get to it. Have fun. See you later.